back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty, where on this channel, our vision is to empower the impoverished by helping you find financial freedom through crypto assets. Please subscribe and leave a comment and a thumbs up. Hey guys, welcome back to DeFi, Degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. So today, going to be talking about the latest update from Forex on the dogs migration, as well as his upcoming interviews and how he's getting more and more, I guess you could say, organized. So we're going to talk about that and a really cool hack that Ray from Bartertown Conglomerate put on his channel to get extra dogs that could possibly be credited, but it's just a way to add them to the accrediting contract, and you may actually be able to get them when the migration happens. So we're going to talk about both those things in today's video. But first, let's go straight to the Telegram chat and talk about what Forex is talking about. So in his latest Forex Shark calls, as well as in the Animal Farm chat, dogs crediting process has been open since the start of the week. Please send all your dogs and dogs LP tokens to the crediting contract using the UI dashboard linked above. Right here, dogscredit.theanimal.farm. We will give all users a week, send in their dogs and dogs LPs for crediting. So we'll come back to this because it says, please send all of your dogs and dog LPs to the crediting contract. All right. And let's go to the next part. I will be announcing a major interview shortly, and we'll be back on my regular scheduled starting tomorrow of making announcements earlier in the day with increased community engagement. On top of this, I hired a personal assistant. So this is what I was talking about getting more organized, who will help assist with seeking out marketing opportunities, scheduling, fielding partnership opportunities, and make the communication between the team more organized, which is something I've needed for a long time. So this is really exciting. We'll dig into this and see what it means. This is going to allow me to focus more on our vision, direct promotion, and building. I am so excited about the increase in productivity this will create. So this is super exciting to see him start to move forward with some of this stuff. So I think maybe all of the issues and complaints from within the community about how things were going previously with the pause, it does seem as though he is back on, or not back on, but at least giving more updates, and so far sticking to the time frames he mentioned. This could also be because of the partnerships and him getting into more spaces with bigger teams, and they have deadlines and stuff that they want met. But whatever the catalyst is, it doesn't matter. This is exciting. So we will see how this shapes up in regards to announcements, communications, timelines, and whatnot. But just the simple fact that he is acknowledging that this is an issue that he's needed to do for a long time, and he sees this as moving forward to kind of fix that gap. So don't know who this personal assistant is. I'm guessing it's probably a virtual assistant or something like that. Maybe some family, friends, who knows. He's quite the private person, so not sure. But anyway, that's super cool. So let's get into this. Please send all of your dogs and dogs LP tokens to the crediting contract. So there was another one that he mentioned somewhere else. I don't have it here. I think it was just in the Animal Farm chat, but I already showed you guys in another previous video where you could take out your stakes, and you don't have to. I went ahead and bought more the drip liberation contract. So I put this in the garden, then I took this and put some into the reservoir and bought more drip. So yeah, it could have earned me dogs and stuff like that, but I just went ahead. I wanted to kind of clear this out so that my new strategy of how I told you guys about moving funds around from the garden to the piggy bank to the dogs BUSD pool and then the BUSD pool and all that. I want to see how it goes from scratch, so kind of from zero. So that's why I took that out. But it didn't remove it out of the system. I didn't take it out and put it somewhere else. But I want to show you how you can actually get the additional dogs if you have any of these pools like this. So if you had them here and you don't want to pull them out, but you have dogs sitting here that are earned, one hack that you can do is actually, I got this again from Ray. Let me open up my MetaMask again. So you can actually just do a small claim, and what that will do is claim the available assets or tokens that are being farmed. So let's go in here. I'll show you with this one, right? So right now, let me first just show you what's in my wallet for dogs so you can see how this actually works. I already did it for cake, but I'm gonna show you for dogs. So you see right here, there's 2.991 dogs available. And then in my assets, once this clears, I have 0.84. So when I claim this, I should have 3.7, 3.8 and some change, right? And I'll show you how you can claim this without taking the assets out. So what you can do, I don't know what the decimal is for BTC, but on any other asset, I'm gonna try this and see if it'll let me take out this small amount. It might have to be this rounded number, but basically you're just gonna claim as small amount as possible within the system. And if you unstake that, it will actually harvest the farming token as well. So that will go into the wallet. We'll see if this works. I might have to go 0.001, but I want to see if the 0.0001 will work because I don't want to take my BTC out. And again, you also don't want to take this out if you're going to end up getting back into it because you have a 4% deposit fee. So I just confirmed it on my my Ledger wallet. Let's see what happens. It may not reflect in the balance here because it's such a small decimal. Unstaked. Cool transaction. So we'll see this should drop. There you go. So I have claimed, and then this dropped as well because I did take out that BTC. So if I go look in here now, I should have the 3.7 dogs. So what this can do, because in one of Forex's other messages, he said, send in all available dogs. So it's a little bit gray as to if these dogs are available or not. But there you go, 3.84, right? But if you can pull them out and send them in, then maybe possibly you could get credited. Because remember, Forex doesn't have the ability to remove the funds from the dog pools. So if we go in here and look at the dog's token, I think the contract shows up here. Let's go to view contract. This contract is owned by all of, not only by PancakeSwap, but by all the holders of this wallet. So we go here to the Pancake LP. There is 2.3 million LPs, and it's held by 2,378 addresses. So in order for Forex to get this out and migrate, he has to get us to send in these tokens. So I believe this contract here is probably the collection contract. That's probably where they're going. These are some of the ones that got burned. This is probably the existing PancakeSwap contract. And then these are owned by individual people, right? So we have to send in the dogs into this dog's credit so that he can actually have as many of them as possible so that he can go into this pool on on the PancakeSwap and remove the liquidity from it. So if you go to this farm, just to show you guys, if you're not familiar with how this works, I want to show you what this does, how this works. So he has to actually come into PancakeSwap. Basically, Forex becomes the sole owner of the entire liquidity pool of dogs and dogs BUSD because the contract was deployed. So therefore, anyone that purchased it now owns the liquidity on that, right? So this is, let's go to manage. I don't want to add to it. Let's see. Apologize, it's taking forever to load on this side. So let's see, find other liquidity pool tokens. Go dogs. Let's go dogs. Super slow, I know, I apologize. This is why you should watch my videos in 2x. Everybody's videos in 2x. It might take me right back to the same screen I was on, but I'm looking for a specific screen. Yeah, this is it. So this is the same screen. But this is not what I wanted to see in regards to managing the LP. 1 second. All right, this is close enough to what I was talking about. I can't see it because I don't have a dogs BUSD liquidity pool. I would have to actually pair. I'd have to create one. And I don't want to create one. But basically, you can see that there's $34 million, right? And that $34 million, as I showed you guys, is owned by all of these addresses because these people own dogs. And this pool can only be drained. Where'd it go? Can only be drained if all of the dogs are sold basically or put into the pool and the liquidity is removed. So Forex has to collect all of them, and that is exactly what this dog's credit is for. So long story short, go back to why you want to go into these different pools and try to get as many dogs as possible, because that helps ensure that he has enough to actually remove the liquidity. And as we know, there are some people that do not pay attention and may not be in the groups, or they have this set it and forget it attitude with DeFi, so they're gonna miss it, just like there were some people that missed the crediting window for pigs. But if we do our part and we have extra, it's still gonna be the total amount of dogs that are available, which is like 300,000 or whatever, but it can help him get the bulk of the liquidity out. So if you look at the liquidity left on pigs, it's been drained. And that's the goal, so that he can move it to the new dogs V2. So long story short, get all the dogs you can, and it may potentially be extra dogs that you get credited, maybe not, but it doesn't cost you anything but a couple of cents in transaction gas, I guess you could say. And if there's the possible case that you do get these credited, then you're going to be that much further ahead of the game. So if you got anything sitting in those pools, then I would recommend pulling it out, make a small transaction like I did for the 0.001, and go ahead and get the available dogs you got sitting there, then send them into the contract. Because worst case scenario, you don't get credited. Best case scenario, you do, and you got more dogs. So that's what I'm doing now. Took out and adding in my 3.84. So even till the end of the week, I can actually come back in here. I don't think these generate that much. I can come back in here and see how many dogs are available by the end of the week, and I can do it again. This is the only two pools I got left because, like I said, I sold these. But yeah, if you're sitting on any of these, or if you got farms, especially if you're sitting with some stable coin farming, for sure, because then you can just take out 0.01 cents. And then you'll be able to get those dogs and send those in. And again, you might get credited for it. So shout out again to Ray from Bartown Conglomerate for that hack. All right, guys, until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.